Does President Clinton have a bent penis? Well, according to a doctor who examined him last week, the president's genitals are, quote, completely 100% normal. It should be noted, however, that the doctor who examined him also has a bent penis. I may color his findings a little. As his last stop on the trip, the president met in Buenos Aires Thursday with Argentinian President Carlos Menem. During the meeting, Clinton asked Menem to continue with economic reform and protect democratic freedoms. Menem, in turn, asked Clinton to show him his bent penis. Tomorrow, Chinese President Jiang Zemin begins a week-long visit that could define U.S. relations with China for years to come. President Clinton plans to ask Jiang for several things, including human rights reform, trade expansion, and a Chinese herb said to have the power to straighten a bent penis. This week, an angry President Clinton demanded that Congress stop dragging its feet on something he has long championed, a medical Bill of Rights for U.S. citizens. In all, there are 10 items in the President's Bill of Rights, running from number 1, a rich, satisfying sex life is the foundation of good health, to number 10, a straight penis is not a privilege, it is a right.
And come to think of it, I got addicted to you. Oh, no, no, no. And come to think of it, I need somebody like you. Oh, no, no, no. I need someone like...
To know one thing before you go today. I know there are other questions, but you say that you there were distinguishing characteristics on the president's private parts. For America, please tell us what that is. Well, we've got to know.
Well, it was like that.
Oh, God.
It was.
Return. Okay, that was it. Thank you. Well,
I'm not afraid of everything. I'm afraid of very few things.
Like what?
Illness, death.
Yeah. How'd you get peace of mind out of the other shit?
Well, when I was this is a weird thing that happened to me when I was young.
Yeah.
I don't know if this means anything.
Let's try it.
I remember it, but it was a moment I had that was it wasn't religious or epinephic or anything, but it transformed me to some degree. Is that I was fucking so afraid of everything, and if I went to a store, I'd have to walk around forever before I could even face a person in the store to buy a pack of gum. I don't know why the fuck I was like this.
Yeah.
But anyways, when I was 9. There was we lived in rural Ontario, and there was a blind friend of my dad's that I had to, he said, take him to the store. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I have to take this blind fucker? And I'm already shy and shit. So I'm taking him to the store, and then the fucker wants me to explain everything, describe everything to him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's some grass over here, and now there's a lamppost, and this guy's all happy. Oh, what about the lamppost? I mean, it's just a lamppost.
Yeah.
So it goes on and on, but something happened to me it sounds bizarre, but something happened to me where I was actually, instead of always looking inward, which I think I'd always done before that one time, I was looking outward. Anyways, while I was talking to him, I suddenly had a sort of a hysteria, like I was laughing. I started laughing and stuff. And I don't even know why I'm remembering this, but I started laughing about everything. And everything seemed like very, very funny to me. And then a couple of weeks later, I saw a homeless guy, and he was talking about, he started talking to me.
Yeah.
And he was talking to me about John D. Rockefeller. He's like, I was at John D. Rockefeller's funeral.
Yeah.
And all this shit.
Yeah.
And I was laughing at him and shit. And then he started laughing. And I was like, it's all fucking crazy shit. Like, something came to me.
Yeah.
Where I started, and so now I find everything funny except like fucking real serious. Like, I have no fear of going on stage or anything, but death and shit.
Right.
And so, but the other thing but the problem with laughing is I will get, it will build to a hysteria sometimes that I have to crank a couple of benzos to prevent a panic attack.
Really?
Yeah, I can get panic attacks.
You can laugh yourself into an anxiety attack?
Absolutely, yeah. I start laughing and then it gets out of control, like hysterical. It's and I still have extreme sensitivity to things. I always go by eyes.
Again?
I always go by eyes.
You should.
And it's
What if someone's blind,
It's not
though?
sexual. It's not only sexual.
What if someone's blind?
My dad knew a blind man, and my dad was in the war. He was, he was a double generation older than I. He had me when he was 50, so he was in.
That explains a lot.
He was in the great one, and all his friends were old.
Right.
And so.
Wayne Gretzky?
He had a
That's a good joke.
So he had a blind friend, and he come over, and my dad said, "Do you want a Coke, Elmer? RC Cola." Oh, God damn. We don't got no RC Cola. You got Coca-Cola, the gold standard.
Right.
And this blind bastard wants an RC. So go down to Avonmore, take him, pick up an RC. That's a 1.5 mile walk.
Right.
So I walk with this blind son of a bitch. And he says to me, he wants me to describe everything. So I said, okay, well, on the left there's some cows lowing, and, there's a fence. He goes, is it like a wood that's near petrified? I said, yes, it is. And how big is it? 3 feet. I said, John Neil Margerison used to own this land. He said, I don't want to hear that. He says, just tell me what is. And so all of a sudden, I saw things as they were. I was very young, but I'll never forget that. Because I had to see, for this blind man, I had to see and describe not my opinions.
Right.
So when I went by John Neil Margerison's house a half a quarter later,
right,
I didn't mention John Neil or anything. I just described the house,
right,
because that's all he wanted to see. And then I began to realize that life is what is, not what you think it is, or not even what it appears to be sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you would agree that your life or my life is just a series of facts, a series of incidents. It's not what you dream or hope or believe. It's what you do.
I would say the exact opposite.
What do you think it is?
First of all, you mean to tell me this does not end with we suddenly realize, why the hell are we getting this blind man a different brand? That's not the punchline?
Oh, no, there's no punchline.
Oh, my God. I thought I was being... Didn't you see a million miles away?
1,000%.
Why are we getting a different brand Coke for a blind man? That's not where we're going?
Well, he didn't... His sense of taste was expanded. He doesn't drink it through his eyes.
I guarantee you could fool a blind person with an off-brand Coke.
A blind man felt Princess Diana's face last week and said she is the prettiest woman I've ever seen. He then picked up a toilet plunger and said, "Thank you for this royal scepter. I shall treasure it always."
I did see that Norm was Letterman's choice to be his last stand-up. I thought that was pretty...
That was a funny bit, too, about
that was great.
World War II.
Well, which one? The funniest bit I thought of Norm's that he said was how your phones change everything now.
Right.
That is a picture. He's got one grainy picture of his great-grandfather, like separating the hogs on the farm.
Right.
But now, because everybody's got a phone right now, somebody from years from now, here's 1 million pictures of my great-grandfather doing everything in their life.
And Norm's face when he did his grandfather.
Yeah, so he's
just horrified that someone's taking his picture. Like, just looking like in shock, like, don't take my picture.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great bit.
Oh.
But didn't he do the Hitler bit, too, about it? Germany challenges the world. And then they fought the world again.
Norm MacDonald, and this is not a slam on Comedy Central. Sure it's not. But, this day's been coming a long time. Fucking, now listen. They had Norm MacDonald, who's like the most eclectic fucking Renaissance mad mind, hosting a goddamn sports show. That was their idea. That's called putting somebody in a fucking harness. He's hosting a goddamn sports show. Of course, that wasn't. Sports is one of the many. He doesn't even like sports. He just likes gambling, so he knows a lot about sports. You're taking one of the most brilliant minds and putting him in a fucking. I hope your next sports show is hosted by Aaron Hernandez. I'm serious.
Well, pound for pound, Manny Pacquiao is the greatest fighter in the world. This Saturday night, Pacquiao defends his welterweight title in Las Vegas. Now, I don't gamble anymore. You could say I had a bit of a problem. And my bankruptcy lawyers have said as much as well. Hey, Neil, you bet $25,000 on Pacquiao to win. I'm telling you, it's a mortal lock.
I like this Sugar Shane Mosley.
Sugar Shane who? What? You never told me about this guy? Why is he on the cover? So anyways, I'm worried about this guy, and I'll tell you why. He's bigger than you, and he's blacker. And that's what I go on with my boxing. I always pick the bigger, blacker guy. This is a lot of money. I want you to look me in the eye. Are you going to win this fight?
Yes.
The fight is this Saturday in Vegas, and I just want to tell you this is a real ticket. This is not some TV horse. So I really feel good about it, but part of me wishes I'd bet on the other guy.
Perfect reference there. Hey, now listen, did I hear some rumble that Brother Sandler sent out Maseratis to the cast of Grown Ups? Did you reap the benefit?
First of all, let me just say one thing. Nothing's better than Nancy Pelosi Augustus reference.
Pelosi Augustus.
I'm still swooning over that one. Yeah, Sandler gave Maseratis to Spade, Schneider, Kevin James, Chris Rock, all of whom need one, by the way. Very bad.
Exactly. What'd you get?
No bitterness, but me and Norm MacDonald, yeah, we're splitting a zip car.
And you split a zip car with Norm. It's like having one of those, those Christmas trees the drivers have that smells like North Slope Sensimilla.
Yeah, this car. I don't know. They must have been smoking pot in here or something.
Norm cancels on us once every 2 weeks, and I almost enjoy it more than him showing up at this point because he always wants me to talk to some ventriloquist puppet that he says is on the phone. A Holocaust tonight. What has happened to Norman?
And then when he sees you, he's going to go, how come you never have me on your show?
Nope.
We tried to get you on. What?
Nobody funnier, though. I mean, you got to give it to him.
Nobody funnier.
That guy, if I'm in a room with him for 10 minutes, they got to put the paddles on me because I flatline.
When I worked on his sports show.
Oh, yeah, you know him well, yeah.
I gave him a ride. Then I was staying at Neil's house. Then they're like 2 blocks away in Santa Monica. So Norm goes, it's Friday night. We have off Saturday. Norm goes, you want to come up? I go, no. I go, because I think he's tricking me. Because if I say yeah, then I'm gay. Yeah. So I go, no, I don't want to come up. So I go up. He eventually talks me into going up. It's awkward. So then I leave. Then when we go back to work, he goes, yeah. Then Brennan drops me up. He goes, can I come up? I'm like, what do you want to come up for? He goes, I want to see. I want to see your apartment. I go, the guy must be queer. Like he goes to the whole thing. He's like the boss. He's my boss, so I have to let him tell the story. You know? I can't interrupt him.
So funny. Yeah.
No, it's classic. I didn't know that was one of his classic
he's great
maneuvers.
At that kind of stuff.
You say you're homophobic.
No, he'll do it with anybody. I mean, we went shopping one time when we were doing the movie in Boston, and then the guy's like, he goes, I need to buy jeans. He just walks in and just announces, I need to buy jeans. Like, it's a store full of jeans, but he acts like, it's a fucking, whatever the jean store is. Yeah. And he acts like, I need jeans. And then the guy's like, well, sure. What size do you like? He goes, and so-and-so. He goes, all right, just go in the back of the booth. What? Go back there and you want me to take my pants off? Look at this guy. And he starts telling all the other customers, this guy just told me to go in the back and take my pants off. I just came in to buy clothes. This guy wants me to go in the back and to take your pants off. I'm in my underwear.
Was he was saying that to him was somebody there with him, or was just?
I was with him.
Oh,
the whole store's laughing, but it's like,
oh my
what?
God.
He just causes a fucking ruckus.
That's classic.
I'm not going anywhere.
Well, I don't understand what complex mathematics is, but one time I was in an elevator with Norm MacDonald, and we're in the elevator with these guys, because Norm MacDonald in an elevator is very, he will literally say the worst thing you can say about somebody and then leave, and you're left there with all the people. That's his thing, one of his things. But there's two guys who were talking about some complex mathematic thing. This is in the late 90s at 30 Rock. And they're saying this, I didn't even understand what language it was. It was a really deep mathematic thing. And then Norm MacDonald, who had never brought up math or anything like that to me in his life, goes, and starts speaking to them in this, what sounded like tongues. And they're like, oh, but, and they start speaking the binary, and he goes, and he starts speaking this mathematic talk, and then they leave. And then he goes to me yeah, those guys are nerds or something like that. And I was like, what? How do you know that? How did you know what they were talking about?
How did he know?
He's like,
he's a nerd too.
He knows something deep, he knows these things sometimes.
He's a very smart guy.
Really smart.
Yeah.
One of those guys that just, he'll just pretend not to know something. And they'll be like, that's and then you're like, what? Anybody walks in the room, he knows what they're talking about,
Yeah, he's a guy that really should have had a podcast a long fucking time ago.
Right,
and I know he's doing something now. He sent me a text message the other day that he's starting to do a podcast now. Hey, Joe,
I'm doing a podcast.
Doing that thing we talked about. He should have done a lot, because he had that show on Netflix, but they muzzled him when he went on the Howard Stern show.
Right.
And he was saying something, and he didn't want to say retarded, so he said, you'd have to have Down syndrome to believe that. Because he thought that'd be a better thing to say.
But here's the thing about Norm. I'm still not sure if he thought that would be a better thing to say.
Right, you never know.
Because he's so smart. He might have been doing it as a double troll.
Yeah.
No, Norm is capable of the double troll. It's like, I don't want to say retarded. Down syndrome.
The double troll, exactly.
Yes, he's the master of that stuff.
I randomly wound up sitting next to him on planes twice. On two different occasions, just I go, Norm, out of nowhere, and he's sitting next to me. And one time, we're sitting there, we're talking, and we're having a good old time. And then he's talking about, I quit smoking. He's telling me how he quit smoking and finally quit smoking. And he's telling me all these things. And then when he lands, he literally, he can't stop himself, runs into the airport store and buys cigarettes. And he's lighting it as he's leaving. I go, I thought you quit. He goes, I did. But all that talking about smoking makes me want one. And he's like, before he even got out the door, he's lighting the cigarette. He just couldn't stop himself.
But he goes, all that talking. He's the one talking about it. All that talking. He always puts it on you. That's what's great about it.
But
he's like, this guy talks about smoking. He got me back smoking.
But it was so crazy because I was like, that's great, Norm. It's so great you quit. And he's like, fuck, I want a cigarette.
No, he always do I don't drink, I quit drinking. And it was like, oh, really? Did you drink a lot? Yeah. I quit. I finally had to quit, It's hard, but I did it. And they're like, oh. He goes, yeah, because I got fucking wasted last night. And I said, I'm never going to drink again. I was drunk. And people are like, wait, I thought you quit. Yeah, I quit. That's what I'm saying. He's always...
Last night?
Yeah. It's like an elaborate, Abbott and Costello routine.
Yes, exactly. Well, the gambling, too. He fucking loves gambling.
Yeah.
Loves it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But that's a thing. A lot of these great comics are, really impulsive.
Yeah.
It's something about, the ability to say some of the crazy shit that he says.
Yeah.
It's, you have to have this hot wire.
Yeah.
It's just you just want to touch it.
Yep. Oh, no, he's one for the books.
Yeah.
On the subject of SNL, and it's sweet when you took over for Norm, and Gilbert and I haven't said anything. Gilbert, I don't know, have you spoken publicly since Norm passed about him, Gil?
I don't know if I've
We haven't said
publicly.
anything on this show,
Yeah.
which we would like to do now. You both knew him well, but the bartender speech when you took over, and obviously it was a very awkward period for you.
Oh, God.
To be stepping into that role and also a friend's job.
Yes. Yeah. It was like we lived in the same building, too.
You know how you go to your favorite bar and your local bartender isn't there? You ask, where's Jeff? Jeff no longer works here. I'm Steve. And you're thinking, hey, who's this idiot? I like Jeff. But you still want your drink? And even though Steve doesn't mix your drink the same way you're used to, like Jeff, you still like the bar. You don't have to go to a different bar. And even Steve might feel kind of bad because Jeff trained him.
Did he ever say anything to you about that? Did he ever give you a
He
blessing?
was so no, but he was so classy in not saying anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's all.
You have that
was-
great I'm Steve, what can I get you?
Yeah.
The bartender piece.
Well, I'm Steve. What can I get you?
But I wish it would have stayed the way it was. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, Norman's he's so funny. He was so distinctively funny. You know,
Nobody
he's got a
like
lot of-
him, really.
No, he had his own thing. You know what I mean? He was just very well, like Gilbert. I mean, they just have their own. They march to their own drummer, even in a business where everybody marches to their own drummer. They both have that, you know, idiosyncratic thing where it just be like, this is how I am, and that's it, and it's great. But you know, you have to tune to their frequency. You know, it's not like you can just, you know.
You know what's funny about that first update you did? Here's Norm being fired, as we all know, by Don Ohlmeyer,
right?
Because of cutting too close to the bone with the OJ jokes. When in fact he was doing a public service by telling those OJ jokes. And I'm watching you do your first update. There's an OJ joke. It's like the third joke.
Yeah.
In the February issue of Esquire magazine, O.J. Simpson said that if I had killed Nicole, it would have been because I loved her very much. And then he said, and if I had killed Ron Goldman, it would have been because he accidentally witnessed me loving Nicole very much. Somebody should buy this guy a John Gray book, all right?
You shook his hand once? OJ? Getting out of a car?
Well,
he was getting out of a limo?
He was getting out of a limo middle of the afternoon, and I have no psychic energy. I've never had those kinds of things, you know. But for whatever reason, this was in an afternoon. He's getting out of a limo with a girl. It's spring break. It's packed with people. It's Florida. And they're like, hey, do you want to meet OJ? I go, yeah, OJ, he's greatest running back of all time. You know, great, charming movie star. I shake his hand. He shakes my hand. And he's not even looking at me. He's looking past me. And he shakes my hand. And I felt like a jolt of, like, evil. I swear to God.
It's like the Dead Zone.
That's what it was like. That's what it was like. And I was like, I go, that was weird, OJ. I love OJ. Well, that was weird energy, you know.
Wow. So you picked up on something.
I feel like I did, you know. It's, of course, in retrospect, but I remember telling people at the time, so.
I was also fond of, going back to your SNL bits, Colin Quinn explains the New York Times.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And the St. Pat's editorial and Joe Blow. You look like you were having fun, and the best stuff is you and Norm together.
That's right. That's right.
There's
And
obviously an affection that comes across on the screen.
Yes, yeah. And that was the early days of it. It was great.
I'm sorry we never managed to get him here. We tried, and for whatever reason, he was as elusive as you.
He's more elusive. He's like,
he was.
I love to do it. I'd love to. And you're like, oh, good. How about next week? Yes. What day? And you're like, okay. Yeah. He's like, all right, call him and we'll set it up. Next week is perfect because I'm doing this. And you're like, hey, I'll say Norm. Years later, what happened? What? I thought I was going to come on your show. What happened? It's like, oh, Jesus, Norm.
Well, like you say, march to his own drum.
Yeah.
I will have a few words with my trusty sidekick, Adam Egan.
Hi, Norm.
Why are you wearing a scarf?
I've been bitten with the acting bug.
You're acting?
Yeah. I think that some producers saw my work that I've been doing here on the show, and I've been cast in a film.
You're in a film?
Yes.
A film?
Yep. I actually brought a clip.
Well, you brought a clip?
I brought a clip. I'd love to show it.
That's incredible.
And
yeah, sure. We can show your clip.
Well, let's roll the clip.
Okay, let's take a look.
Yes. Oh, right there. Oh my God, that's a huge. Oh, right there. Adam, you spineless little jellyfish. That's where.
That's the latest film I've been working on. It's called Cuckold Sessions #7. I've done several since the break.
Cuckold. A cuckold is a man whose wife is promiscuous to his face, and everybody knows it. But...
Exactly. In this particular scene...
And this is a genre of film?
Yeah, a very popular genre.
This is hardcore pornography.
Oh yeah, it's hardcore pornography, but it's got a real following. We have I was just recognized for an award at the AVN Awards for best cuckold film, and in this particular scene, my wife is shaming me.
Now, who plays your wife?
Oh, my actual wife.
That's Debbie?
Yeah. You can't see you can't see her entire face. He's a pretty big guy.
Wait a minute. There's an African-American man making love to your actual wife, Debbie.
Yeah.
While you sit
Mandingo is his name.
Mandingo.
Mandingo. Hell of a guy. Real nice guy.
Nice guy.
Yeah, nice guy.
So he has sex with your wife and ridicules you as he's doing it.
Exactly. Well, it's a film. My motivation, I really get into the character. I've noticed I take a lot of time to get to know the character and really immerse myself in the role and think, how would I feel if my wife, let's say Debbie, for instance.
Well, it is Debbie.
Well, yes, but I mean, her character, yes, it's
Who does
Debbie.
she play?
Her name in this movie, I believe, is Ruby.
That sounds a lot like Debbie.
Oh, yes, but it's just a film. It's a film, Norm. I mean, this,
No, I understand.
Citizen Kane was only partially based on reality. Johnny Cockhammer, the gentleman.
What?
Johnny Cockhammer is the gentleman.
Johnny Cockhammer.
Cockhammer. It's two separate words, but the gentleman who directed this film, in the industry, they're referring to him as the Orson Welles of the cuckold genre as well. A real wonder kid.
Now, I was just over to your place for a lovely dinner party.
That was nice. It was nice to have you. We really appreciated it.
It was just you, me, Debbie, and that
Mandingo.
Yeah,
Yes.
and now I know it's Mandingo. I spent the whole time trying to talk about 42, the movie 42. I didn't know what to do, but was that other guy? Was that Johnny Cockhammer?
Yes.
The other guy that was there?
Yes, Johnny Cockhammer. The guy who brought the brie.
That brie.
Delicious.
Oh, suspicious.
Well, I thought it was divine. It paired well with the Pinot Noir, I thought.
So you're going to continue these?
Oh, most definitely. They're calling me the Philip Seymour Hoffman of the genre.
Well, hopefully you'll meet the same end. What kind of porn this guy enjoys the best?
So we covered it.
Yeah. Cuckold porn.
Oh, he stands there and watches someone fuck his girl.
Yeah, someone of a different race.
Is it always? Is that what it means?
Very traditional way. Yeah.
Traditional way. I didn't know. I didn't.
Well, where did he get that voice?
I don't know. It scares me at times. Sometimes it's comforting. But I never knew what cuckold meant. I just click on it.
We're living in a golden age.
I go, can we just tell people we went into the behind and we don't have to really do it?
The behind.
I'm trying to clean up your fucking show. We're living in a golden age of Adam masturbating to interracial granny porn.
I told you that one in confidence. That's fine. Deep throat porn legend Harry Reeves. Yeah, he died, but how are they going to close that casket? I mean, probably because of his erection, I would think.
How are they going to close that casket? That isn't very good, is it?
I didn't write that one.
Plus, a man died.
Yeah, a guy died.
How are they going to do it?
He was a real pioneer.
Jonathan Winters is a brilliant, improv guy, and he would dress up as this character, Marty Frickert, as an old lady, and he'd go, "Hello there." He did a voice, and Johnny Carson just stole it. Even the costume, everything. And then, so this guy couldn't do it anymore.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? Because it'd be like if Jimmy Fallon took one of your bits.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
You can't do it anymore, yeah.
Robin Williams was notorious for it, right?
Well, listen.
I think it's a well-known. All right, that's fine.
You know what they always say? Speak ill of the dead. You know that old fucking that old saw. God damn.
It's been a couple years. Just let.
Yeah, it's been less. Doesn't matter. But anyways, Joyce Brothers.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but what a fucking whore.
Jesus.
No, she was a nice lady.
It's hard to believe that the entire cast of Saved by the Bell is now dead.
It's hard to believe that. Organist Ray Manzarek died this week at the age of 74. The curse of the Doors. What about this? 42-year-old Richard Swanson set out to dribble a soccer ball from Seattle to Brazil, but got hit by a car in Oregon and died. Well, at least he got to die loving what he do. At least he got to die doing what he loved, Nick. Dribbling a soccer ball in traffic. No, that's not nice.
The man behind the voice of Tony the Tiger. Sadly, the man behind the voice of Tony the Tiger died at 64. His last words, I don't feel great. I gave it something.
Yeah. All my children star Matthew Cowles has died at the age of 69. Oh. Or has he? Oh. David Brenner was the biggest comic ever to come out of Philadelphia.
Well, again,
he just passed away, and we should talk about him.
Yeah, we should, but let me finish this sentence, and I don't even think David Brenner would mind if he's watching.
Sure. He's probably watching from, actually probably from down below, getting raped by the devil.
Well,
I mean, that guy had some sins that he died with, but whatever. No, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying David Brenner led a life that made Sodom and Gomorrah seem like Burbank.
Nice guy.
Let me as abacus
I want to do this.
Jesus.
Oh, come on. That's not a Chinese guy.
I wasn't saying it was.
No, that's kind of racist.
What are you, Mickey Rooney?
Hey. Hey, come on.
I know he's dead,
Have
but
a little
Mickey Rooney
respect.
did a very racist thing, like you just did, in a movie called Breakfast at Tiffany's by the wonderful Truman Capote.
I wasn't doing anything racist, and you know it. But go ahead.
Does Bob Barker still work there?
He's dead.
Bob Barker's dead?
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Well, rest in peace.
Oh, I'm sorry. Drew Carey just took
don't
over.
listen to
I
fucking
assumed he was.
Daniel.
Oh, God, he's not
on
dead.
Who's Alive.
Bob
and
Barker
Who's
is
Dead.
not dead.
Last
I
week,
think
I hope he's alive.
Daniel, we
Oh, my God.
wanted to book Jan Michael Vincent. The guy tells us he's dead. He's not dead at all. he's all clean like you guys. Oh, by the way, man, my condolences goes out to Hoffman, Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman's still around.
I thought he died of a heroin.
No. Dustin's still with us. We're waiting for Rain Man 2.
Didn't he die of a heroin overdose?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Who's that?
A different actor.
I think it's his son.
No relation. Believe it or not.
None?
No relation.
Who's Relic?
Well, good luck to you, Dustin. Man Graves are the perfect gift for Dad this Father's Day. Your dad's alive?
No.
Fuck. God damn it. I'm sorry about your dad.
That's fine.
Is your father still alive?
No.
God damn,
Thanks
that's
a lot.
2 out of 3. He's dead too?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I like it.
Well, this Father's Day, your father's dead. But you have children. You are a father.
Yes, and I'm not dead.
Oh, this is about your aunt.
My aunt?
Is she fucking dead?
Yes.
You don't have a living aunt?
Maybe.
My father was brutally murdered last week, and it's only now I can look back and laugh. And then these people with fucking answer, they go like, "I'm so sorry," like its closure takes a while. So I had to go, no, it was a joke. That's cool. That's very
How
funny.
does anyone read that and not, especially from you, and not think it's a goddamn joke?
I wanted to talk about the crocodile hunter. Did you? Because I think... Yeah, you're going to make them sad. Because I think, it was tragic at the time. But I think... I don't know. People calling me, man, they're shocked. Oh, hey, you wouldn't believe it. Who got killed? The crocodile hunter. Please don't make me laugh at this. They were like, he was 44 years old. I'm like, that's a ripe old age for a crocodile hunter. That's not... Now, I had to be pissed about it. We're the crocodiles. Because
he got killed by some fruity fish. And so you know, the crocodiles were like, "Hey man, that crocodile hunter got killed. Who did it, Frank?" Nah, you don't even want to know, man. He's so good anymore. No, Bill, man, you had a chance. When the guy go, man, I had a chance. I had that mother. He was Tommy with a stick. I could have eat him and his kid. I don't feel good about this. You remember I ever tell you that story, Bill? Yeah, only 1,000 times. That's for the kids. All right, Norm MacDonald.
I'm so lazy that I feel like guilty sometimes that other people, have, like, put it to me this way, man. If I got, like, in an accident and was paralyzed from the neck down, it wouldn't really affect my lifestyle. It's about the same, watching the TV, lying on the couch. That's why I feel so sad when some guy, like, is active, like that Christopher Reeves guy. He's, like, active, man, and riding horses, and he's Superman, You don't get much more active than that. And so for that guy, it's a tragedy, For me, it's a tragedy that I don't get hit by a truck. But for him, it's a tragedy that he falls off a horse and he's all paralyzed from the neck down. And the worst thing about being paralyzed from the neck down is that your cock is down from your neck. That's the bad part about that. Because if they just told you, yeah, your calf is paralyzed. Yeah. All right, fair enough. If they said, hey, bad news, you're paralyzed from just below the cock down. You're like, oh man, that's too bad. I was going to use those toes and shit. That's like Christopher Reeves lying in his bed. They always got like little thing. Hey, Christopher, we're going to work on your, we're going to have you do a thing now. You can move your neck up a little bit. He's got to be going, hey, listen, anything on the cock, man, anything at all. If you guys could focus the next couple of years just on the cock, exclusively on the cock, I'm getting used to sitting down, Remember when he was a director for a while? Wasn't that odd? He was in that fucking thing, but he was a director? Isn't that crazy? I don't know what the hell that was. He was directing a movie, but from a crazy... How can you do that? I don't even know how you can do that. What if he was one of those real bastard directors, So you call that acting, you fucking motherfucker? What the fuck was that? Ridiculous. He's like, hey, I got something I want to do in the next scene there, Jimmy. How about we kill a fucking horse? Shoot a horse in the head. That might be a good scene.
Everything's good about, you're an Irishman. Me mother, she was orange. Me father, he was green. It was the biggest mix-up that you have ever seen. I'm Scottish. I'm a Scot. You're Irish.
Yes.
What are you?
Swedish German.
Swedish German? Are you really?
Yeah, really. Why would I lie about that? It's not funny.
It's very odd,
It's a very strange lie. I put one over on those people. Yeah.
Swedish German.
No, I'll tell you why it's funny, man, because I was in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
I met a good old boy down there, and he said, he said, you know Andy Richter?
Yeah? Yeah, he did?
Yeah.
You met a guy in Georgia and he said, you know Andy Richter?
Oh, yeah, you guys do well there.
Oh.
And he said, I said, yeah. He said, you ever heard of Andy Richter joke? I said, no. He said, well, most of it's based on him being Swedish-German. And then he told me an Andy Richter joke. And
Really?
But I didn't know he was Swedish-German. I thought it was all nonsense.
Yeah, well, now this lines up perfectly. Let me ask you something, because it sort of relates to the first...
Wait, don't you want to hear the joke?
No. Oh, you're down to 6. You're down to 6. All right, this joke will get you back up.
You can get him back.
Let's hear the joke.
Well, the fellow says, man, he says, you ever hear the time about the old prospector? That's how he tells him.
Yeah.
He says, man, there was an old prospector, and he was prospecting for gold, and he was having a hell of a time getting any gold. It was an empty stake, I believe. And he said he'd come into town one day. He'd been in the mine for a good 8 months. He said, by God, he said, I'm only flesh and blood. Sure. Yeah. And I need a woman, you know. And so he goes into town. He goes up to the bartender. He says, bartender, he says, man, I've been in that mine for a hell of a long time, and I'm only flesh and blood. I need a woman. Well, the bartender says, hell, there ain't no women in this town. If you want to do any of that business, all we got is Andy Richter, the Swedish-German. The prospector, he says, no, he says, hell, I ain't into that funny stuff, you know. He says, I'll be fine. So he goes back to his state, you know, and he's back in that mine, man, and 6 months passes, and a year passes, and Conan, you know, people are weak. Man is made of flesh and pride, as the scriptures tell us, and by God, that old prospector finally broke to his knees, and he said, I'm no worse than he went back to the bar. He was a beaten man. He says to the bartender, he says, hell, man, I've been in that place 2.5 years. A man has needs, and if you say there's no women in this here town, he says, well, I'll have to go for Andy Richter, the Swedish-German. But he says, listen now, he says, man, I'm a tough old hombre, you know, and I got friends now. He says, I don't want anybody to know about this. You know, this is back in the old days.
Sure, yeah.
He says,
I can tell by the accent, yeah.
He says, I got my cowpoke friends and so forth. I'd hate to hell anybody know about this, you know. This got to be all secret. Nobody. I say, nobody can know about this. Bartender says, well, 4 people will know about it. How do you figure that? He says, well, he says, I'll know about it. He says, you'll know about it. Andy Richter, the Swedish-German, will know about it. And the feller that has to hold down Andy will know about it.
Why?
Why? Because Andy Richter, the Swedish-German, he don't go for that funny business neither.
Well, at least you left me my dignity.
Yeah.
I like the way that story ended.
Yeah,
that was a nice.
You weren't gay.
Right. No, but that's not beside the point.
You were raped.
No, it's more. It's more that I wasn't prostituting myself. That's what I was getting.
You're such a horrible man.
We're on basic cable, but it's still valuable airtime.
I don't know about that.
You know, in Georgia, they say there's a whole subgenre of Andy the Swedish-German joke. That's what the guy told me.
Well, you know what? I asked you, how are you?
Yeah?
And you went into, I believe, a 48-minute joke.
Oh,
which
I'm sorry.
was fantastic, but now we have to take a commercial break.
Are you kidding me?
What? Yes! I'm about to grow my beard back if I don't...
Have you met Norm MacDonald before?
I got to work with Norm, and I guess I hope he doesn't mind if I tell him, because this is a very endearing.
Oh, Last Comic Standing.
No, I did.
Right?
I did the season before.
Okay.
But I got to work with him one week, and We.
What did you do?
Oh man, I watched every single set he did, and it was so cool. And we actually got. You know what? I already got into the story, so I got to tell it.
Yeah, let's hear it. Yeah, that's fine.
He wanted to get high.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I don't really get high before shows, but afterwards, cool. And
Sure.
he's like, no, now.
Well, when Norm MacDonald says now,
right?
You say yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
And he goes and hands me the joint, and I was like, okay. And then he hands it back for a second hit, and I was like, no thanks. And he goes, what's your problem? And I go, well, I'm just worried I'm going to repeat a joke, and I still have to go up and bring you up because the opener was on,
right?
And I was hosting. So I still have to go up there and bring you up, and I just don't. I already did some jokes earlier, and I just don't want to tell the same joke again. And he goes, "That's insane. You're an idiot. Smoke this." and so I smoked it, and then we go inside, and I'm so high. I go, "I'm just going to bring you up. I'm not going to do any time. I'm just going to bring you up." And he's like, "No, do a couple minutes." And I go, "No, please, just let me just bring you up." And he goes, "No, do 5 minutes." This guy's doing really well. Give me, take a little, do a little time in between.
You need a little buffer between comments.
Yeah.
Right.
I said, okay. So I went up there and I was so high, I was like, I don't even remember what I said in the first half of my set. So I'm just going to tell jokes that I haven't told in years. And when I told a joke,
so you told the audience, you let the audience in on the fact that you had been.
No, the audience didn't know.
They didn't know.
So I would just tell.
Okay. Oh, so you just said that to yourself. I'm just going to do jokes I haven't done in 5 years.
Yes,
Okay.
and I walked on stage and I would tell a joke, and then I would watch the audience, and if they laughed, I would relax and go, okay, that one down. And I did that the whole set. It was horrible. I was so stressed out, and then I just said, "Ladies and gentlemen, Norm MacDonald," and I look over to my right, and there he is walking the opposite way, and the feature turned him around and pointed him to the stage.
Over here, Norm.
That's how high we got by accident.
By accident, like you tripped on a joint. But I mean,
I love the peer pressure from Norm, though. That's awesome. It's like a high school, middle school, all over again.
And he's my hero, so I just, for me, that was I was a little worried about him. But then he walked on stage and he opened it up with this great bit, and he was crushing.
Right.
He was destroying, and then he got the light, and then he started to wrap it up, and he started to tell the joke he opened with, and I started to freak out. Like I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
And the audience thought it was a joke. They thought he was being Norm.
Sure.
But when he delivered the punchline, and it was the same punchline, they realized he had just forgotten his joke, and they didn't laugh. They felt a little betrayed, and he walked off stage in complete confusion. And
that bit usually kills.
And then the feature goes, "You told the same joke twice, you idiot." And he goes, "No." And then he looks at me and he goes, "This is your fault." And I never got to work with him again. That was the last time I worked with Norm.
But you know what? With Norm MacDonald, though, that's Norm. He's so irreverent that
you'd almost expect it.
He can do that.
Yeah.
And all this, that's a bit in itself. I mean, look at the cauliflower joke he did on the roast with Bob Saget.
Yeah.
That bit, he purposely went up there on that roast and bombed on purpose.
Yeah.
And it was genius.
Yeah.
And have you heard that bit?
Watch Norm MacDonald roast. Who was he roasting?
It was Bob Saget.
Bob
Saget. Your head looks like a cauliflower or something like that. I'm not going to do the bit, but yeah, go back.
Oh, why
Smells like a fucking pot dispensary in here.
Oh, Norm, let's stay on track here. Let's stay on track. So it's been hard for me to get on.
I feel like I'm high.
It's getting normal.
You know what I'm saying? I'm making sense.
It's not you, is it?
No.
No, I'm not going to. Let's move the show in a good order here.
But you seem different.
Okay, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out of order.
It's okay. It doesn't matter.
No.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
gonna remember this.
It's legal. It's legal.
Okay, it has to do with what you just
Medicinal
did.
marijuana is legal.
The most painful thing in the world for me is, and I realize, and it's so true. One of the most, not physical pain, but just mental pain, is waiting to talk. And that's what I was doing out there. You know, you're outside there, they're talking, but you're waiting to talk.
That's not all you were doing outside. It's legal. It's
Norm
legal.
asked-
It's legal.
I almost don't want to admit this because it makes him look so bad. He made me smoke pot, America. This is the truth. I don't believe in God, but my truth. My truth. Outside, he goes, come on, you'll smoke. I'm like, if you want me to smoke, I'll smoke. I didn't plan on it because I get chat. People that smoke pot more than you think, you're always fighting with them when you go, I only smoke pot 4 times a week. You're just saying it casually. They're like, you smoke more than that. Like, relax. What are you afraid? I'm not admitting I'm like you.
4 times a week seems like a lot to me.
Does it really?
A little.
Look into my eyes.
I'm serious. I'm very serious.
No, I don't know who Bill Boggs is. The name sounds familiar. Oh, shut up. What are the odds smoke came billowing out of my mouth after half an hour? Really? You think your audience is that dumb? They're going to sit home and go, oh, my God, Todd Glass, a half an hour into his interview, smoke came billowing out of his mouth. Do you think we stopped saying N-rig, which means, you know, or N-rich, or nigger-rich, or nigger-rig, which were terms that some people are going, were they terms? Because, well, it's a fine. Or do you think we just shouldn't use people?
Or what they say when you,
people,
stop with that joint there, you're getting spit on it.
So, no, hold on a second. So most people would say that we stopped those things because it was egregious.
Yes.
I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I know.
And so you have to say.
I'm trying to give you another example. My friend, he would get stoned and he'd go, I thought of all these ideas and everything, you know, but I never write them down. So he goes, I'm going to write them down. I'm going to have a little notebook and write down whatever I think is funny, you know? And so he said he woke up one day after getting really stoned, and on his pad he had written, that's really funny.
If you could boil your Wikipedia entry down to a 1-sentence bio, what would it be?
He was. That has a subject and a predicate.
Please send help. Please send help. I don't feel like I belong here. I belong here. No. Wish I could change myself. Change myself. It can get so strange.
You're dead. The hell I am, they'll see. I'd heard this kind of talk before. How I'm finished. Through. Obsolete, passé, yesterday's news. A has-been, a fossil. Well, I'll have you know, I'm just as relevant today as I was 25 years ago. No, my agent laughs through the phone like it's the greatest joke in the world. Check your Wikipedia page. You're dead, all right. Last week on Larry King Live, Marlon Brando made the shocking statement that Hollywood is, quote, run by Jews. In response, outraged Jewish organizations made it snow in New York in April. Well, earlier this week, actor Marlon Brando met with Jewish leaders to apologize for comments he made on Larry King Live. Among them, that, quote, Hollywood is run by Jews. The Jewish leaders accepted the actor's apology and announced that Brando is now free to work again. While in England, where he spoke at Oxford University, Simpson had defended actor Marlon Brando's criticism of Hollywood Jews. Later, from his island hideaway, Brando sent O.J. a telegram which read, "You're not helping." In Cincinnati, is Cincinnati Reds owner Marge Schott an anti-Semite? Well, it is beginning to look that way. According to a report out today, on the entire Cincinnati Reds team, there is not one Jewish player. A group of Orthodox rabbis declared that other branches of Judaism are, quote, not Judaism at all, thus challenging the religious status of millions of American Jews. This week, that statement was rejected by Reform leader Rabbi Don Schonstein, who said, quote, our legitimacy as Jews flows from the richness of our Jewish lives, the strength of our Jewish communities, and most important of all, our deep and abiding belief in Jesus Christ. Finally, folks, next week, Jews everywhere will be celebrating the holiday of Yom Kippur, or as non-Jews refer to it, Wednesday. Here it is. Ready?
What's your favorite religious movie?
I loved Passion of the Christ.
Did you?
Although I will say I thought it was very anti-Semitic because every Jew looked like fucking Lovitz. You know what I mean? They were all like, hook noses and stuff. So I could see the anti-Semitism. But what I liked was the incredible violence. But you know what was strange?
Did they ask them, did you kill Jesus? No. I had a bar mitzvah, Norm.
Yeah. You did?
Yeah.
Wait, are you Jewish?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm kidding. I love the Jewish people.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know you had a bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
That's when you turn 13 and they cut part of your cock off.
No.
What is it again?
You cut your own cock off.
Wait, are you Jewish?
In front of all your grandparents. And am I? Yeah, I am.
What kind of bar mitzvah did you have?
It was the cutting edge. You know what I mean?
The setup of the joke is it's a Jew joke.
Okay.
Two Gentile businessmen meet on the street. One of them says, "How's business?" The other one says, "Great." See, he gets it. He really got it. He really liked it.
Yeah.
So the joke is about who doesn't get it. He's Jewish, he gets it.
Yeah.
You're not, you don't.
But I don't believe he got it.
Oh, yeah, he got it. He got it.
Can we find out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell Norm why that's funny.
Because it's two Jews and how's business? Great.
Well, that's just what he said.
No, it's two Gentile businessmen.
Oh, yeah, I don't
That's
get the
what's
joke.
funny about it.
I knew he didn't get it. I can spot fake laughs.
You want me to call Don Omar right now and ask him if he could have your job back?
Sure.
Okay. Gary, let's take a break. Give me the phone number for Don Ohlmeyer. Where is he? Do you have a number on him?
Lojo probably has a number on.
Lojo. Who's Lojo?
Lojo.
Is that the guy you're with?
No, she's my assistant.
Lojo.
Yeah.
Let me see her. Is she here?
Yeah.
Let me take a look at your assistant, man. What's that about?
She's just my
Is she
assistant.
hot?
No, she's not hot.
Really?
She's not, I don't want to say that.
You just did.
He just did. He goes, I don't want to say that.
No.
Is she like a sexy assistant?
No, I don't
What?
want to. You know, she's a very nice girl.
Lojo.
So I don't want to say she's not hot.
You know what Lojo rhymes with?
But, bloke.
Yeah, well, shh.
Sorry.
It actually doesn't rhyme with that,
No,
does
it
it?
doesn't.
No. Lojo.
Yeah. I brought my friends Lojo and Frank Sebastiano and Artie Lang, my buddy that I did this movie with.
So a shout out to Jim Downey, and I'm thinking about him because Norm so loved him and admired him, and a shout out to a very special person, Lori Jo Hoekstra, who was Norm's, right hand partner in crime, and I did have a chance to speak to her since this all happened, and she's just such a lovely person, and I'm thinking of her because she just did so much for Norm over the years, and Norm was so lucky to have her. So I just wanted to address those two people who I think deserve our love and thoughts right now. I was talking to Lori Jo, and I asked her if it's okay if I related this, and she said it was okay. But she said that not too long ago, someone asked Norm about the moth story that he told on our Tonight Show, and that she said the guy wanted to know what made you have the nerve to do that, and that he said that it was that goddamn Frank Smiley. He said I was only supposed to do one segment. And then suddenly in the commercial break, Frank came over and said, you're doing another one, because whenever I had Norm, I was greedy. I wanted more Norm. I always wanted more Norm. And so he didn't know that we were going to ask him to do a second segment. He had nothing planned. Mm-hmm. Absolutely nothing planned. And so as recently as not that long ago, I think this was a couple of months ago, he was telling somebody, damn it. That was Frank Smiley. Hey, get back out there. Conan wants more.
So he heard that joke from Colin Quinn.
Uh-huh.
And he did the segment.
and it was he had 7 minutes prepared.
Yeah.
And so he basically, you say, and then he's done.
He's done.
You say, we'll be right back with more Norm. And he goes, I've got nothing to say.
Yeah.
So then he remembered the Colin joke, and it was a 20-second joke. So he asked you, how long is the segment?
Uh-huh.
And he was hoping you'd say 20 seconds.
Right.
But you said 7 minutes.
Yep.
So it became a 7-minute joke.
Yeah. I said to Lori Joe today, I said, on the flip side, because I brought this up, and I said, on the flip side, if in a magical world, Norm had been presented with all of this incredible praise, he would have found a way to deflect it. Ridicule
Probably would have
it.
made his skin crawl.
Yeah,
in some
exactly.
way.
And so, he wouldn't have this might have been the way he wanted it, but
It's been a while, and I still like the way you look at me.
Here's a story about Rodney, man. He was fucking guy. Kept doing coke and shit. Even when you get scared at some point, you stop doing drugs.
Yeah. Right.
Most humans.
Not him.
This fucker, 80, whatever he was, doing all kinds of shit. Saga told me the story, right? So he's in the hospital, and he's got a fucking brain tumor that's going to cause a heart attack. All this crazy shit, right?
Right.
So everybody's worried about him. Just leaves the hospital 2 days later, right?
Walks out on his own.
Yeah, so he's in the comedy store with 2 hookers, and he's waiting for Ron Jeremy to show up.
Oh my goodness!
So this is 2 days later.
Yeah.
So Saget told me he walked in, he was like completely shocked. He said, "Rodney, how you doing, man? Well, what's going on?" He goes, "How are you doing?" And Rodney goes, "How am I doing?" He goes, "I'm sitting here with 2 whores waiting for a guy who can suck his own dick. How you doing?"
Still very quick.
Yeah.
Okay, my problem is I drink too much, way too much. I get my doctor a urine specimen. There was an olive in it. Hey, you kid, I know I'm ugly. I stuck my head out the window, got arrested for mooning. I know I'm ugly. I went to a freak show. They let me in for nothing. Kid, I was an ugly kid, too. How ugly? I was so ugly, my mother breastfed me through a straw. I'm ugly, I'm Tony, and my proctologist, he stuck his finger in my mouth. What's going to mean nothing, man? I got a niece, an ugly girl. She got married. She's happy. She married an ugly guy.
Right.
And today they got 2 very ugly kids.
Ugly kids, yes.
In fact, they're all so ugly in a family album. They only keep the negatives.
You're talking about a large person.
I mean, this girl was fat and ugly. Ooh, she ugly.
Ugly.
How ugly? I took her to the beach. They asked me what I used for bait. Ugly chick, you kidding? When I took her home, my mother put newspapers on the floor. I mean, ugly. I gave her a hickey. I got fur on my mouth. I was an ugly kid, too. I had plenty of pimples. One day I fell asleep in the library. I woke up, a blind man was reading my face. I mean, ugly. But when I was born, after the doctor cut the cord, he hung himself. I was talking to my doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombach. You know my doctor? Well, he told me last week in his office he got 6 cases of VD. I mean, he's all right now, you know. And my doctor, he don't help either. He told me to run 5 miles a day for 2 weeks. I called him up. I said, "Doc, I'm 70 miles from my house." I'll tell you about trouble. I got the wrong doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombach. You know my doctor? What a doctor. You kidding? What a doctor. I called him up. I told him I had diarrhea. He put me on hold. Oh, he's a strange doctor.
Strange doctor.
Oh, very. You kidding? I asked him if my heart was strong enough for sex. He told me not if I join in, you know? I'll tell you my trouble. I got the wrong doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombach. You know my doctor? What a doctor. Oh, I called him last week. I told him, "Doc, I swallowed a bottle of sleeping pills." He told me to have a few drinks and get some rest.
Life's not easy.
Not easy. You can't trust doctors either. They're all mixed up. You
really
kidding?
think so, huh?
My proctologist used to be a photographer.
Yeah.
Hey, he took x-rays, told me to bend over and say cheese. Oh, one time I saw him, he gave me sleeping pills. He told me to take them whenever I wake up. When you know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombach. Know my doctor? But God, will ya? What a doctor. He's really mixed up. He grabbed my knee and told me to cough and hit me in the balls with a hammer. I mean, last week was rough. Are you kidding? Last week I looked up my family tree. 2 dogs were using it. I mean, when I was a kid, it was different. I had it rough. When I was 2 years old, my parents got a dog, and I was jealous of the dog. So they got rid of me. My wife, I got no sex life. The dog keeps watching me in the bedroom wants to learn how to beg. I told him to watch my wife and learn how to roll over and play dead. I tell you, I'm sorry. I was a little late getting here tonight. You know, my dog, he started trouble again. I mean, I got a dog. He tries to run the whole house. Well, the other night, he started trouble. He went over the front door. He started to bark. I went over. I opened the front door. The dog didn't want to go out. He wanted me to leave. With my dog, too. She gives me trouble.
Your dog?
Yeah. I got a female dog, you know. I tried to mate her. She wants 50 biscuits. And I tell you, I got a dumb dog, too, my dog. We call him Egypt. Every room he leaves a pyramid. And my wife, I got no sex life either. In my house, we put the mirror over the dog's bed. Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. My dog found out we look alike. He killed himself.
How many kids you had?
I got 2 kids. I love my kids.
Yeah, you know, I know that.
Kids, of course, but our boy gives me trouble lately.
Yeah, really?
He's at the age now he copies everything. He sees something, he copies it, you know. This kid imitates everything.
Yeah.
That's why we got rid of the dog.
You all right? No, they're very impressionable at that age.
The peculiar feeling is your son standing there with one leg up.
Yes.
This afternoon, my wife cracked up the car again. I was out driving her. She told me she was going to make a U-turn. I'll tell you, the letter she made, you'll never find in the alphabet. Hey, my wife can't do nothing right. She can't cook, the worst cook in the world. Gave my kid alphabet soup. He spelled out help. What a lousy cook. I mean, how can toast have bones? She's a lousy cook, too. She can't cook at all. I leave dental floss in the kitchen, the roaches hang themselves. And I tell you, my wife, she can't cook either. My house, we pray after we eat. I bought a pressure cooker. Now I eat off the ceiling. What a lousy cook. I don't think meatloaf should glow in the dark. I mean, if she can't cook at all, my backyard, the flies chipped in to fix the screen door. I tell you, my wife with eating is always problems. She's a strict vegetarian. In fact, when I met her, she was grazing on the front lawn. I mean, she can't cook at all. She made chocolate mousse and antler got stuck in my throat. What's really annoying with my wife, the way she serves a meal.
Serves badly?
Terrible.
No.
I mean, you put down a steak.
Baby, I'm a writer, say no. Ain't got no drugs.
I tell you, I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape, you know? Yeah, last week my wife signed me up for a bridge club. I jump off next Tuesday. I mean, last week nothing went right. I bought a waterbed. There were 2 Cuban guys swimming in it looking for Florida. Oh, well. Last week I went to the track, too. That was a beauty. I shot off the opening gun. They killed my horse. I'll tell you, nothing works out. My car broke down again. I got a car, I got nothing but trouble. Every Sunday, I take my family out for a push. The last time my wife drove the car, she cracked it up, went into a tree. Told me it wasn't her fault. She blew the horn. My wife isn't too smart, you know. One night she went out, some guy stole the car. I said to her, just see what he looked like. She told me she got the license plate number. Oh, she's not smart at all. I told her our kid is spoiled. She told me a lot of kids smell that way, you know? I tell you, it's tough to stay married to my wife. How do you think I feel? She kissed the dog on her lips and she won't drink from my glass. I mean, there's always my wife's father. He just moved in too, has electronic pacemaker. Every time he sneezes, the garage door opens. I tell you, life isn't easy. My psychiatrist told me I'm going crazy. I said to him, if you don't mind, I'd like a second opinion. He said, all right, you're ugly too. Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. Halloween, I open the front door, kids give me candy. My dog found out we look alike. He killed himself. I was an ugly kid, too. I worked in a pet store. People kept asking how big I get. Too fast for this whole section over here. And I was ugly in my sandbox. The cat kept covering me up all the time, you know? You know, what a childhood I had. My mother never breastfed me. She told me she liked me as a friend. The kids today is different. They got it too good. They don't appreciate it either. Last Christmas, my kid wanted a BB gun. I gave him a BB gun. He gave me a sweatshirt with a bullseye in the back. Smart kid I got the other day. I told him about the birds and the bees. He told me about my wife and a butcher. I tell you, my whole life is pressure, nothing but pressure. This pressure is like a heaviness, always on top of me, this heaviness, since I'm a kid. Other people wake up in the morning, new day, up and at 'em. I wake up, the heaviness is right there waiting for me. And sometimes I even talk to it, and I say, hi, heaviness. And the heaviness looks back at me, today you're going to get it good, you know. You'll be drinking early today. And I don't want to drink, I'm a bad drinker. When I drink the next day, I got to do two things. I try and locate my car, and I got to bring back the car I took. I'm a bad drinker. You know the trouble with me? I appeal to everyone who can do me absolutely no good. With me, nothing comes easy. I met the Surgeon General. He offered me a cigarette. I mean, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. Are you kidding? This afternoon, I was at BB2 this afternoon. I was in a bar. They told me to get out. They wanted to start the happy hour. I mean, it's not easy being me. Well, last week my house was on fire. My wife told the kids, be quiet. You wake up Daddy. No, but I tell you, I finally got some respect. They asked me here tonight, you know. And I tell you, I'm surprised I'm here. I mean, I voted for Randolph Scott. A cigarette, okay? You don't mind, do you?
You should give that up.
I got a crazy doctor told me to keep smoking if I want to stop chewing gum, so what the heck? How long do you expect to be in Shanghai?
Well, no, I'm not Chris, I'm Kevin. And they go, oh. And they go, well, where's Chris? I go, well, you know, he passed away 12 years ago. And they go, oh. And then they go, well, what do you do? And I go, well, I write and I'm kind of get up. I do some, you know, I'm actor. And they go, oh, come on, let's go. I'm like, sorry. I don't really. I've actually had that experience. People go, where's your brother? I go, well, he passed away. Oh, what do you do? Oh. Well, I liked your brother. He was funny. I know, he was. But, I mean, some people, you know, you can't help it. Well, you know, some people, they just, you know. But that's the way they react sometimes. I've had some people say that. Sure. But most people are really nice, because Chris was well-loved, right? Yeah. He was well-loved. Yeah. Most folks are very nice.
Weren't you offered something by the celebrity rehab people?
I'm not going to get into that. No, that's not nice.
That's what you told me.
Yeah, I know, but that was my crazy brother's suggestion. No, I'm not even going to get into it. Going to celebrity rehab, for God's sakes. Me, I don't need it. What, do I?
No, but you said you were going to... You said clear it up. Now you're going to... Okay, whatever.
I'm not going to do that.
What, clear it up?
No.
Confusion? Oh, okay.
No.
It's a little confusion.
It's a little confusion. Let's just move on.
All right, should we do the desk piece?
Let's do the guest piece.
The desk.
You can take a caller. You can take a caller on Skype.
Oh, we're going to take a caller.
Hello.
See, no, not even there. See the TV. Just look there and ask.
Oh, we're going to take a caller, man. You want to talk to this guy?
Hello.
Ask them if they have a question.
Wait, you have a question for Kev Farley and me?
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. What's up with you?
Nothing. Where are you?
Oh my God, you look scary.
I'm doing pretty good. Oh, thank you.
Wait.
He's in the dark.
Wait, is he going to ask you a question?
I thought so.
Yeah, or you can ask him a question, Norm. Ask him where he is.
Oh, yeah. Where are you?
I'm at my house.
Where's your house? Where's his house?
Oh, where's your house?
It's in the beach.
It's in the beach.
Is he running from the law?
Are you running from the law?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I guess not.
Specific, or you can hang up on him.
Can you be...
He hung it.
Here's another guy.
There we go.
Hey, what's up, man? You got some sunglasses on?
He looks, wow. What? You got lipstick on there, pal. He's got lipstick on.
Yeah. You can't hear what he's saying, though.
There he is. Who's this fella? Hey!
Oh, this is our kind of guy.
This guy's cool. He's like, got a toothpick in his mouth.
Yeah, you can't make hide your hair what he's saying.
No. You can't make hide nor hair. I've never heard you say the word hide nor hair. You can't make hide nor hair.
Yeah.
Is that because you saw the toothpick in the guy's mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't make him out.
I have a toothpick.
Oh, that's cool,
Yes,
man.
you do.
That reminds me of a story.
Would you like a toothpick?
When he said, I have a toothpick, it reminds me of a story. You want to hear a story?
Would you like a toothpick?
And then after we tell, I have to hang up on this guy. He keeps saying, do you want a toothpick? No, people have to learn to be punished for saying, I have a toothpick.
I agree with you. You got to run the show.
Into a computer.
That's right.
Imagine the guys at home, I have a toothpick.
Sitting in his computer going, I have a toothpick.
Anyway.
What's your story?
Let's hear your story.
Where's the toothpick guy from?
Where was he from? Nobody cares. What? No, he's just a flickering image. It's like a ghost.
It's not even real.
It's like ghosts in here. But I forgot the story.
Norm MacDonald, everybody, who's on the show today. All this week, sort of hanging out. How are you, Norm?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah? Welcome back to another day of MTV's Summer Share here at the Jersey Shore. We're going to chat with Norm about his movie Dirty Work in just a little bit. Plus, Donna D'Erico will be on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Donna D'Erico's on the show. Also, Lori, our chef today. We're having a little barbecue on the show. You know why? Because you got to eat, right, Lori? Right. Lori, talk right into that microphone. Do you have any cooking experience?
Yeah, lots.
Yeah, what do we got going here? You want to get a shot of, what are you cooking us?
2 hot dogs and
2 hot dogs. How is that going to feed our studio audience today and all these people?
Cut it up.
We're going to cut up. Can I taste the hot dog? Is that all right? Ooh, it's a little hot there.
How's that wiener?
So you need to work on that one, Lori. This is cool, isn't it? Do you ever use this thing? It's kind of like a chef's condom. It's kind of weird, huh? You want that back?
Yeah.
No, let's go have a seat. Everybody.
Okay.
We can hang out.
Let's go over here.
And chat. We had our first night at Seaside Heights last night.
Yeah, that was great. Drinking that beer?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Norm and I got to go out last night.
Yeah.
There's a place called the, what's the name of that? Yakety Yak Cafe?
Yeah, Yakety
You guys
Yak.
know that place here?
That was
It's
fun.
like a nightclub for senior citizens. Really, seriously. They'd play like Islands in the Stream. Remember that when that came on?
That was crazy. You got a lot of the ladies last night.
Oh, let me tell you, man.
I told you that one was a dude. I told you, man. I warned you.
I know. I was a little upset we're having the barbecue today after that experience, too. But how about when the girl you were talking to, when her teeth came out? It was crazy, seriously.
Yeah, I wasn't talking to her during that point.
Right. I remember when you tried to put them in, back in her. It got ugly. Hey, also, our question of the day is, and Norm's here to talk about Dirty Work, which we're very excited about.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Tell us a little about just the plot of the movie. It's sort of a revenge.
It's a movie, yeah. It's a movie about, I play a guy that opens a revenge for hire business. So I get revenge on people that can't think of them themselves.
And you actually co-wrote this movie, and, and this idea actually stemmed from you just having a fascination about this idea.
Yeah, I love the idea of revenge, yeah.
Certainly. Our question of the day is, what's the best way you've gotten revenge? So if you're here hanging out with us, think of some ways that you've gotten revenge. Do you have any ways that you can think of in your own real life that you've...
Well, this wasn't my idea, but my buddy did it when we were in college. We sent these dudes at this fraternity that we didn't like a big bunch of donuts, right? And then they ate the donuts, and then underneath the donuts we had a Polaroid of me and my buddy with the donuts on our...
That's good. How come we didn't write that into the movie?
We did. They wouldn't let us do it.
All right, you know, we're gonna show you a video right now. It's actually a breakthrough videos from Madonna. Part of this was shot in our New York studio in Times Square. You can check it out. Here is Jonas Ackerlund directed this video, who did Smack My Bitch Up from Prodigy. If you haven't seen it, it moves rather fast. Check out Madonna right now. Here's Ray of Light. Hey, all right, welcome back to the show. Carson Daly here. Norm MacDonald, our guest today, star of Dirty Work, a movie that everybody in America has to go see at least once. That's what we're asking.
Yeah.
We're not asking a lot. Just go and check out Norm's movie. It's very funny. We're going to talk about it just a little bit. We've actually started yesterday, since Norm's going to be on the show with us all week long, kind of hanging out. When you came out yesterday, you didn't look like you were in the real beach attire.
Right, I've gotten a little more.
You're working your way.
I had a sweatshirt yesterday, now I have a T-shirt.
But we're taking up a collection fund, too, of everybody here. So by the end of the week, maybe we'll get you in a skivvy.
Yeah.
So this is the Norm MacDonald Skinny White Ass Fund. There it is. Sorry, Ski. You got that? We have about 14 bucks in it now, so I'll pass it around. If you guys want to see Norm in a thong by Friday, then drop some money.
Some of the ladies put some money in, too.
Put money in there, for Christ's sake. Stop taking the money. Our question of the day today, in honor of Norm and Dirty Work and the whole theme about getting back at people, is what's the best way you've gotten revenge? We have some people here, right here, who want to tell us a good story. What's your name, sir?
Derek.
Hi, Derek. Say hi to Norm.
Hey, Derek.
Norm?
What's up, buddy?
Not much.
Derek, what's your revenge story?
Well, it was Valentine's Day, and a bunch of my friends sent some flowers to a bunch of girls in my name, and it kind of got me angry. So that night, I went out, bought like a dozen eggs, went around like eggs their cars, and then I put like raw fish in the backseat of their cars. So.
Raw fish is good
yeah,
on any
it smelled
sort of
pretty
revenge
nasty.
story.
It really didn't smell too good.
But let me ask you this: if they sent flowers to girls in your name, why is that bad?
Well,
you might get laid out of it. You know?
No,
That's so bad.
No, they were. I don't know. They were some pretty nasty customers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they were dead roses, and that pissed the girls off, and they wanted to.
The girl that they sent the roses to was not easy on the eyes, right?
Not at all easy on the eyes.
All right, who else has a revenge story here in the sandbox of love? Hi, what's your name?
Liz.
Hi, Liz. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. What's your revenge story?
I got back at this big, like, 7-foot loser that was always egging my house.
That's that guy right there.
Hey, seriously, so how bad were the flowers? I mean, but she's easy on the eyes. I mean, Go ahead, I'm sorry.
We went to this kid's house with, like, Easter dinner leftovers.
Yeah?
And we put spaghetti sauce all over his porch, and, like, we wrote "die" with food coloring on the snow on his, like, lawn, and we threw, like, hot dogs and mustard and
Does your family
things
seriously?
all over his lawn.
Does your family seriously have like a special dinner for Easter? What do you think about that?
This guy doesn't sound like such a loser. He's 7 foot. He's got a Porsche and a lawn.
Right. We actually talked to a few of our people here hanging out in the sand, and somebody in this crowd, we're about to show you a video, someone in this crowd, a way that they got back at their friend was they took their toothbrush, which is a very personal item. I mean, it goes in your mouth and stuff, and they put it in the toilet, which is another dirty place to put a toothbrush. So we're going to show you this video, and then try at home to figure out who the culprit is. We're going to show you everybody's face and see if you can figure it out. We'll show you who it is after the video. Who do you think it is, Norm? Just from looking at our audience. Who would be that revengeful to put a toothbrush in a toilet? Her? Any particular reason?
She just looks like the type.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the idea. All right, we're going to show you Dave Matthews Band. Don't drink the water. All right, that was Dave Matthews. He's Norm MacDonald. I'm Carson Daly, and these are my pasty white thighs right here. We're just checking out a little music video there. All right, we asked you at the beginning of the video to try and figure out from the crowd shot who was the revengeful person that put their friend's toothbrush in the dirty toilet. Who was it? Fess up. Oh, you in the back. Wow, I never would have thought it would be you. Of all people. What's your name?
Jessica.
Jessica, where are you from?
Mawa, New Jersey.
From Maui, New Jersey?
Mawa.
Mawa? Okay, tell us the story about this horrible deed that you did.
All right, about 6 months ago, my ex-boyfriend cheated on me with one of my girlfriends.
Oh, it wasn't the one next to you, is it?
No.
It'd be weird if you guys were hanging out so soon.
This is family. She wouldn't do that.
Oh, cool.
But, and they both didn't know that I knew, but I find out everything, so I knew, and there was a party that night, and ever since they were, like, cheating together, she's been kissing my butt, and so was, like, he, so I knew something was up. So at the party, I went to the bathroom, and I saw a toothbrush there, so I swirled it around the toilet bowl a little bit, scrubbed it a little bit,
Yeah.
and placed it right back in the holder.
Wow. Norm, what do you
I
think
guess
about
she's gonna
that?
find out now.
That's quite the revenge story.
Yeah, that. You know what that wouldn't work on?
Who?
A dog.
No. Why?
They love the toilet bowl.
Oh, that's right. Yes, they do. All right, we're going to check on the barbecue also when we get back in just a second. And Don and D'Erico will be out, and more with Norm, too. We'll be right back. Stick around. The fun has just begun here in the sun.
Hi, guys. You're going to be coming up next. Listen, I've been working on a little tune. What do you think? Shout at the devil!
Hey, how are you? It's Tuesday. That means there's some new music in stores. Part of the grassroots movement from the Bronx. And it's happening. NORM MACDONALD, everybody.
Yeah.
Hanging out with us. Have they ever raised the roof for you? Have you had that experience out
Once in
there?
a while.
That's pretty cool.
I love that band better than Ezra, by the way.
Do you really?
But you know what band I don't like?
Which one don't you like, Norm?
Ezra. They're not as good.
Let's bring out our next guest, Donna D'Erico, everybody.
Yeah!
Have a seat. This is cold, man. Norm MACDONALD, Donna there. Do you guys know each other? Like, do you hang out or like?
Me and Donna?
Yeah.
Yeah, once in a while, you know. we both live in Malibu.
Oh, do you both? Oh, you live there as well?
Yeah, well, she does.
Oh. No, this is good. We have a whole new question today for you. Go ahead. Donna, how are you?
Oh, good. Everything's going awesome.
Oh,
It's hot out here.
it is a little warm.
Yeah.
Except right when you said that, a cloud came right over the sun. Isn't that horrible?
Yeah.
Donna, are you enjoying Seaside Heights, New Jersey? Have you spent any time out here?
I just got here a little while ago. I mean, a few days ago,
Right.
and it's been awesome. All the people are really cool here,
Right.
and we're shooting a new show. My new show,
I saw it last night.
Prima Donna.
Prima Donna.
Yeah.
Tell us a little about the show. It's going to
Well,
be.
it's going to be like the best of everything on the Jersey Shore. Like, you know, the best restaurants, the best tattoos, the best body.
You had the body piercing tattoo last
Yes,
night.
sir. Yeah, that's right. And met a lot of cool people. We're going to have some drop-by guests. You know, maybe we'll have some worst stuff, too, like, you know, the worst hairy backs.
Yeah.
Right? And she looks at Norm.
I got a hairy back.
He's got a hairy white ass we're trying to see by Friday, too. Let's pass this thing around one more time. Donna slipped 100 in there earlier. Norm, what do you think? Do you think that maybe we come up with some suggestions
Yeah,
for
I'd
other
like
things
some
we can do for
Yeah.
Prima Donna for the show?
Oh, for the show?
Yeah, some like best of ideas. Can you think of any?
Well, let's go to the audience.
Maybe the audience has
The
some
people.
ideas. To the people. All right, we're going to do that right. Actually, we're going to show you a video during Tori Amos's video for Spark. Yeah, the people they'll speak up and maybe we'll come up with some ideas for your show. But we're glad that you're here and the show looks very good. Enjoy the sun and enjoy Tori Amos. Here it is. We're going to take, you want to eat? We have a barbecue going.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Lori, can you hook up Donna a little something? Do you eat meat?
Yeah.
Are you vegetarian?
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. Yeah.
Okay, cool. The meat's been on the grill for like an hour. They're small leather belts now, but we'll try and get you a little something. Norm, you hungry?
Yeah, you got any cheese, barbecue cheese?
Yeah, I think
Ooh,
we do.
yum.
Oh, sorry. Right. The barbecuer is a nice woman.
Oh, that's great.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we
And
get
look,
back.
it's with
more
all
with
the
Donna, more with Norm, and more barbecue. Fun in the sun. We'll be right back. Stick around. All right, and we're back. Donna D'Erico is hanging out by the barbecue. Because that's what we're doing. We're queuing up a little food today. Everything all right over there, ladies? Good. Norm MACDONALD is here. Norm, Dirty Work comes out June 12th, is that right?
June the 12th. That's
June
right.
the 12th. And you co-wrote this movie.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys shoot it?
Toronto, Canada.
Your native country?
Yeah, it's my native country, man. It's the greatest.
Did you have any? Yeah, you co-wrote the movie. Did you want to shoot it there?
Yeah, I wanted to shoot it in Toronto because I love American movies shot in Toronto. So you ever see those? Like you'll see like Nicholson and Ned Beatty or something driving down the street, you know, and they're talking. Then a cop will stop and go like, "Hey, you're just past a red light there." All the extras are Canadian.
Oh, right. Like the X-Files. I think they shoot up there, too.
Yeah. So all the extras have this retarded accent for no reason.
Was it just so many comedians working on this movie? You guys are all so funny. I mean, like Chevy Chase and yourself.
Yeah, Chevy and
Don
Chris Farley and Don Rickles.
We're going to talk about Chris Farley, too. What was it like working on the set with all of these just funny people?
It was hilarious, man. Like Rickles just insults everybody all the time. And most of his insults don't even make sense.
Right.
Like he'll just go, why don't you go to Alaska and suck on a whale? You don't know what it means, but it's funny.
That's cool. That's actually our question of the day was, what's the best way you've gotten revenge? Because it ties into the movie, Dirty Work.
The movie's all about revenge.
I love the revenge stuff,
Yeah.
too. And you go in for the revenge for hire business.
Right. So we have a bunch of cool revenges that you can use at home.
Yeah. Is there going to be a Dirty Work again, like a sequel?
Yeah, dirtier work.
We're going to, anybody in our audience want to answer our question of the day? Right over here. What's the best way you've gotten revenge? What's your name?
Shanna.
Shanna?
Yep.
Okay, hi.
All right, my boyfriend was cheating on me, and I found out, and I went over his house and used the bathroom while I was in there. I poured a nice amount of Nair into his shampoo, shook it up, broke up with him.
Ooh. Is it Matt Pinfield, perhaps? What happened? Did you ever hear? Did he go bald? Or?
Well, all I know is he didn't leave his house for like a couple of months after that. I did not see him at all.
What if the Nair went in his eyes and he blinded him?
Oh, well.
That would be a scene for Dirtier Work.
Yeah.
June 12th, the year 2000.
You know what I don't understand about that story?
What?
What did the guy do wrong?
Yeah, what did he do wrong that made you do that?
He cheated on me.
He cheated on her.
He was sleeping with another
He
girl.
was sleeping with another girl.
Is that wrong?
All right, who's next? Who has a best revenge story? Oh, right here. Hi, what's your name?
Carol.
Hi, Carol. Norm, say hello.
Hi, Carol.
Carol, Norm. What's your revenge story?
Well, the guy I was seeing didn't ask me to his formal, so I showed up with someone else.
You were seeing him and he didn't, how come he, now why wouldn't he ask you? That doesn't make
Because
sense.
I ended up not taking him to mine, because he didn't call me back one
So
day.
he was actually getting revenge on you and you got revenge on the fact that he was getting revenge on you.
Yeah.
You got to get out
Makes
of
some
the
sense of
cycle. It can only lead to murder, suicide.
Donna, do you have a revenge story? Can you think
No,
of
but I have somebody I'd like to get revenge on. And this girl named Kristen in the 7th grade, she called me Acorns.
Why acorns?
I was going through puberty.
Really?
Oh my God.
Wow. You know, that trick with the toilet toothbrush might be a good one for her.
Now it's like a giant oak tree.
That's right. Don't forget, Prima Donna, our brand new show here from MTV Summer Show, you can check out tomorrow night for sure, and then be sure and check it out all summer long. Again, we're very happy to have you here. We're going to show you a video right now from Sparkle, which is featuring R. Kelly. And during the video, one member of our audience right here on the beach told us another revenge story. And it was that they were so upset with their friend, they got real pissed off, and so they put laxatives on top of a pizza.
Oh.
And normally it's stuff like pepperoni, but in this case it was laxative, which you have no control over your bladder if you don't know how. Have you ever had a laxative?
I actually order it on my pizza.
That's amazing.
You pay a little extra, but you know.
All right, let's check out that video and we'll show you the faces. You figure out who the culprit is, and we'll tell you after the video's done. Here's Sparkle. Wow. Norm just confirmed it. We're going back out chasing skirts tonight, right, Norm?
Yeah, skirts.
All right. Hey, where's Donna, by the way?
Where's Donna?
Oh, she's not here.
She left.
Oh. Be sure and watch Donna's new show, Prima Donna, MTV Summer Show, too. It's on tomorrow night at 7:30. Check it out. Thank you to Donna for stopping by. But who was the person who put X-Lax on a pizza? Who had that story? Right there. What's your name, sir?
George.
Hi, George.
Yeah, a bunch of guys. There's actually two groups. These guys were just being jerks for a long time. And basically to get back, it was a sausage piece, so you just kind of crush some laxatives on it, do it to him. One guy actually ate the whole thing. He didn't.
The whole pizza?
Yeah.
What a pig.
He was like happy we gave him free pizza. So, you know.
Were you around for the action? Oh, and I have to say, I'm sitting here and telling you about the X-Lax, and I'm like, it makes your bowels go nuts. I mean, I said bladder.
You said bladder, yeah.
But what an idiot I am, and he didn't say anything.
Well, I didn't want to, you know, you're the host.
I'm no host. Anyway, that's a good story. So what happened? Did you ever hear that they sat on the can for 6 days?
I don't know. Just that one guy ate the whole pizza, and yeah, I don't really.
I have a friend that's a bartender, and he, when someone doesn't tip him, like if he gets stiff, or if somebody's being a jerk when they go to the bathroom, he'll take Visine and drop like 2 drops of Visine in a drink, and it like kills them. It's really bad. I'm not. I mean, it doesn't. It's the same type of thing with the laxatives. Yeah, your bowel system. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. When we get back, we're gonna eat our barbecue. Stick around. More with Norm Macdonald when we get back.
It kills you. Hey, Jimmy, that girl you're with, she's not the,
Yep. Lynn Young, the Saigon whore who bit my nose off. We're getting hitched.
Oh.
Jimmy, let's go.
Hold on, I'm talking to my friend here. Jeez. Sometimes you gotta remind the hen who the rooster is.
Well, good luck to you, Jimmy.
Okay, Mitch, stay around. Blah, 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 blah.
When I say let's go, you go.
Yeah? Time you shut your cake hole, Yoko. Women.
Dirty Work. Chris Farley and Norm Macdonald is hanging out with us here all week long. Chris Farley has to be just one of the funniest people. Is he that funny just in real life, too? Like
Yeah, he was funny all the time, constantly.
Right.
Like, he's the kind of guy, he's the only guy I ever met that he could make, like, young people, old people, you know, smart people, dumb people, didn't matter. He could make anyone laugh, and he did it, like, constantly. He was a great, you know, he's probably the best comedian I ever saw in my life.
How long had you known Chris?
I knew him, you know, about 5 years. And he was a real sweet guy, too. And he did this movie for free just to hang out, you know.
No kidding.
So it was real nice, and I'm proud that he's in the movie. He was really, really funny in it.
Was there anything when you shot it that sort of made you go, wow, you know, he's a lot of control, something bad might happen? I mean,
No.
is there any sign of anything?
No, when he worked, he was completely straight all the time, you know, because he was just consumed with his work. Like, whatever he did like 1,000 times more than everybody else. So when he did the work, he just completely, you know, and then at night we would write, because he ad-libbed and wrote most of the scenes he was in, you know.
Really?
So when he got into work, that's where he was the straightest, you know.
We were just talking about how movies now, like every movie is like a big budget film, like Deep Impact and Godzilla and like these two, you know, Titanic.
It's amazing.
I mean, since you co-wrote this movie and now it's on, what do you think about just the size of movies today? Is it like intimidating now to have a...
To have like a regular budget movie like mine come out against big ones? Yeah, it's hard to make. I have a kind of a plan to make a lot of money in this movie, which is I'm charging $1 million a ticket. So I get 100 dumb rich guys. Come on, right?
Very good. June 12th it comes out.
Yeah.
Are you gonna continue to write movies and?
Yeah, I'm writing another one now, and I'm starting another one in 2 weeks after this comes out.
Would you ever play like a serious role?
Nope.
All right, we're gonna check out a video right now. Here's Janet Jackson with "I Get Lonely." Norm Macdonald, white ass fund. We're trying to get Norm some money. I figure if you get enough money that you just might get out of those jeans and shirt, and we can see you in a bathing suit by the end of the week. I think we're up to like $20.
That's close.
Yeah, we're getting there. Norm, thanks for being on once again.
Man. We gotta go out tonight.
Yeah, how about we go get a beer?
That'd be great.
All right, we're gonna go get a beer later tonight. Thank you, Lori, for our barbecue. You're doing fine work. I also want to thank Donna D'Erico. Be sure and check out Prima Donna. It's on tomorrow night at 7:30, and we'll see you, of course, tomorrow right here. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Norm MacDonald is here, everybody. We're very excited. We're going to be talking about his new movie, Dirty Work.
Yeah, Dirty Work.
It's a huge movie, and I'm going to make a bold statement right now, Norm, if you'll allow me to do so. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this movie is going to make $475 billion. It's kind of like the CNN poll, though. There's a plus and minus error factor of about $275 billion.
Now I'll make like $800 million. Everybody will be disappointed.
Tonight are the movie awards on MTV, which we're very excited about. And during this show, we're going to be showing you some videos from groups and artists who will be performing tonight on the movie awards. Do you like the movie? I know you hosted.
Movie awards are cool. Yeah.
You hosted the ESPN awards.
Oh yeah, the ESPYs.
The ESPY awards. How was it hosting a big award show like that?
Well, you know what I did? I did like I just did my jokes, but what they do is they keep cutting to these guys that hated me.
What?
Yeah, like I do my joke, because I did a lot of like jokes about OJ and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they cut to like
OJ?
Marcus Allen or somebody of OJ. And then they put him on this giant screen behind me at Radio City Music Hall.
Right.
So I do the joke, and then they show some scowling athlete.
Not a very good vibe, I'd imagine.
Yeah, no.
All right, our question of the day is, if a movie was made about your summer, right, what would the title be and why? I'll ask you first. We're going to ask the people right here.
Oh, mine would be called Dirty Work.
Is there a need to ask why? I don't think so. Hey, we're going to check out a video right now, and then it's going to be coming to you from... We've been showing this video. It's the theme to Godzilla, a movie that won't make near the money that Dirty Work is going to make.
Exactly.
And this is Puff Daddy and Jimmy Page. We've been seeing the performance from Saturday Night Live. And they have a video now, finally, so let's check it out. Here's Come With Me. All right, that's the scene from Dirty Work, which is out June 12th. Don Rickles is in that clip there. Norm is right here, of course.
That was a dream to get Rickles in this movie, because I always loved him ever since I was a kid, you know.
Yeah.
That was great.
He's got a really cool style of comedy, because you never know if he's serious, and he always seems to put people down, and it's really funny.
Yeah, I wrote Rickly things for him, Don Ricklish things for him to say.
Yeah.
And then when he got there, he just insulted them all,
Little Ricklies?
Yeah, like he didn't want to do them. So I said, I have to do whatever you want, just insult me, And so then, sometimes he'd insult me, but, he'd forget that it was in a movie. So, I'd be in the movie, and then he'd go like, I'm a friend. How you got a movie? I have no idea. And I go, no, you can't say that.
What are some of the things, specifically you would write for him? Do you remember anything?
We wrote this one thing where but he hated it. But we said, he's insulting this big fat guy. And then we go, Baskin-Robbins phoned the other day, and they said they're down to 8 flavors. They're big. And that's why he's right.
You're right.
He just made up his own stuff, We just let him do whatever he wanted.
That's funny. It's like you write all the stuff for him, and then he gets on and ends up probably just improvising. Was a lot of the movie improvised?
His stuff's mostly improvised, and Chris Farley's stuff's mostly improvised.
Right. Another appearance in this is from someone who works at MTV, Rebecca Romaine, who hosts the House of Style.
Yeah, she plays a bearded lady.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And it was, she's a bearded lady that wants to have sex with me, but I'm grossed out because she has a huge beard. But meanwhile, she's like super hot lady.
Right, behind the beard.
Yeah, and torn.
Right. And Gary Coleman's in this too?
Oh yeah, Gary Coleman. He was fun to work with because I always loved him on that show, So I wanted him to get in the movie.
Right.
You know the show he's on?
Yeah. What's Happening?
Yeah, no, different show. What's Happening?
First thing that came to my mind.
So the funny thing about working with him is you still think of him as a kid.
Sure.
When you're working
you
with
want to call him Arnold probably all the time.
And so all the time I'd be like, hey Gary, how's it going? Can I get you a cookie or something? He'd go, I'm 50. Get me a prostitute and send her to my trailer.
It's tonight on MTV from 9 to 11, our movie awards. We're very excited about some of the best movies over the last year. And next year, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Dirty Work is going to win all the movie awards.
Oh, yeah. It's going to win if they have a category, most horrors in a movie.
Right.
We have a lot of horrors.
How many? Did you count? Is there a
There
horror
are about
count?
40 horrors in the movie.
Right. That doesn't include the dead hookers.
Yeah, no, those are...
Maybe you'll get a statue for that, too. Yeah. The movie awards are being hosted by Samuel L. Jackson. The show's tonight again from 9 to 11. You want to check it out. We're showing you some videos from people performing, one of which we're going to show you right now, and this is Will Smith. Here's some someone who has a huge career
Oh,
from
my God,
television
it's great.
to getting jiggy with it. He's also in movies.
Yeah.
He hosted our movie awards 4 years ago. What's that? Yeah, he's presenting the show. He's not going to be
He
singing.
said Samuel Jackson was
I said Samuel Jackson's going to be hosting. But that's another story. So we're going to show you this thing right now. It's sort of everything you ever wanted to know about Will Smith, and then we're going to show you the video for Just the Two of Us, which he wrote about his son Trey. So get your dose of Will Smith. What is there? Somebody famous here? Where is he? Warren Beatty, everybody! Come on! No, he's not there. Welcome back. Norm MacDonald, that's I'm sure what
we're
this
having
applause is
fun.
for.
All right?
I'm having a great time.
Me too.
We've been hanging out all week.
I know, it's been 6 days.
Yeah, well, not quite.
About
but
4 days.
Definitely. Dirty Work is a good movie, and that's coming out.
Yeah,
on
that's
June
coming
12th.
out soon, June 12th.
You know all about that.
Yeah, I was in it.
Yeah, I know that. Your first leading role.
And I wrote it with my buddy Frank Sebastiano from right here in Jersey.
And you know what he is? He's a dirty hippie, that guy, Frank. That's for sure.
He's a damn dirty hippie.
He's a damn dirty hippie. Hey, our question today is if you're going to make a summer movie about your... Are you going to make a movie about... What is it? If you're going to make...
If you're going to make a movie
about your summer.
What would it be called?
Right. And why?
And why?
What would yours be called?
Mine would be called Dirty Work.
Okay, good. Just want to see in case that changed.
Or maybe Dirty Work, which opens June 12th.
Who here in the audience has one? Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Karen.
Hi, Karen. Where are you from?
I'm from Noka Harbor.
Okay. That's around here, I guess.
Yeah, it's about 20 minutes away.
Okay. Say hi to Norm MacDonald.
What's up, baby?
Hey,
Going?
babe.
My movie would be called Ass Wipe.
Ass Wife
Yes,
would
it
be the
would.
name of your
Yes.
movie about your summer.
My whole summer, what I do, I'm a nursing assistant, and speaking of dirty work,
Yeah.
you have no idea what I see. I mean, just the title Ass Wipe says it all. And
Yeah.
You have to wipe people.
oh, we have to
Seriously.
wipe them, change them, diaper them,
Little
wax
babies
powder.
and stuff?
Oh, yeah. And nobody is under 80 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not little babies.
Well, technically, yes, they are babies.
They must be actors. Oh, no, I didn't mean that. Because you're not an actor. You're like... Right. Okay.
But you know
We're on
what?
the same side of the fence. Yeah, okay.
It's very rewarding, though. It's a very good job.
Yeah, no, I think
Very
that's...
rewarding, because if we didn't do it, nobody else would. And
Yeah. You get a lot of free probably?
I totally missed what you just said, but it must have been pretty funny.
Does anybody have to... Never mind. All right, who's next? About your a movie about your summer. What's your name?
My name's Anthony.
Hey, Anthony. What's
How
up,
you
man?
doing?
Say hi to Norm.
What's up, Norm?
Hey, Anthony.
Okay, well, my movie would be called Dirty Work. No.
Oh, he's catching on.
I'd call it Hot Dogs and Donuts, because that's all I've been eating all summer long. I mean, wake up in the morning, throw a few hot dogs on the grill, and go to Dunkin' Donuts, get some donuts, you know?
Notice that he eats the hot dogs before the donuts in the morning.
I eat them together.
Huh?
I eat them together.
Yeah. There's I wonder what a psychiatrist would have to say about that. Hot dogs and donuts.
Who else would be in your movie? What big actors?
Probably me and my friends, because I think we're pretty good actors.
You?
I'll give you a job, too,
He
maybe.
said actress.
Oh,
Yeah,
actress?
like who would be your leading lady in Hot Dogs and Donuts?
That girl there is pretty good. Maybe she could,
Oh, over here?
Oh.
Hey, welcome to Love Line. Yeah, which one? Come over here and pick her out. Come sit by her, please. All right, we need to show you a video. Norm, you mentioned that you liked Bob Dylan's work.
Oh, yeah, Bob Dylan's the greatest.
And a lot of people say that his the most recent record he put out is one of his best.
Yeah, it's a great album, man. You got to get that.
Yeah, and where a lot of people know, of course, Jacob Dylan, his son, who's
Oh, yeah.
the Wallflowers.
He sucks.
I'll represent Jacob Dylan, and you can represent Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
All right, that way it's 50-50. We're going to go
I'm
ahead.
kidding. I love Jacob.
We're going to go ahead and show you this, and they're performing tonight as well, the Wallflowers, so check out Heroes. Hi, are we back? Yeah. Norm and I were just chatting about how psycho my mom is at Thanksgiving for putting the gizzards in the gravy, the dressing.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, Mom, you're dumping in like the liver and the heart. That's the gravy. I mean, symbolically, it's atop the food. Could never explain why.
Oh, man.
Anyway, moving on. Did you ever have that problem at Thanksgiving? Do you ever understand that stuff's in the gravy?
I find it odd that a lady would have her hand up a bird.
All right. Norm is here. We're talking about Dirty Work, his new movie that opens June 12th.
Oh, yeah, Dirty Work.
We've some people here hanging out with us. We thought it'd be a good idea for you to get to know our audience just a little bit better. So we asked during the commercial a couple of our people here to write down on a card their name, their most embarrassing moment, something they've never told a friend, and their nickname.
Yeah.
So we're gonna.
I have them here on the card.
What do you got?
So let's start with an embarrassing moment.
Now, who is this now? First.
This is Dina Stevens.
Dina, where are you? Right over
There she
there.
is.
Hot pink.
Yeah.
Does that glow in the dark? Oh, it'd be cool if it did.
So Dina, why don't you tell us about your most embarrassing moment?
I brought this guy home that I like,
Yeah.
and my grandmother was sitting at the table and started talking to him and stuff, and her teeth fell out.
Oh, that happened to Norm and I drinking beer a couple nights ago. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, but you know what? With guys, they'll still have sex with you anyway.
You, not your grandmother, of course. All right, moving on.
All right, now the next one. So we've already done the embarrassing moment. So now, something a friend. What was the category?
Something you've never told a friend.
Something you've never told a
And
friend.
who is it, first of all?
It's Colleen Murray.
Colleen, where are you?
Yeah. There's Colleen.
Colleen?
Hi, Colleen.
Oh, sitting down over there. Hi, Colleen.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, good. Something that Colleen has never told a friend.
Yeah.
I never told my friend that she's really, really annoying and that I really can't stand her.
Really? Is she here today? Because we get huge ratings if you got spot. She really would.
Yeah.
If she's not here?
Nah, she's just really obnoxious and...
But you maintain this fictitious relationship?
Well,
or-
you know, she's not like a really good friend, but when I'm like hanging out with her, I just like, I don't know, I sit there and like roll my eyes all the time, but I feel mean if I said something to her.
Yeah, I understand that.
Do you?
No, you know, like a lot of times you hang out with people you don't like, and you treat them nicer because you feel guilty because you hate them. I don't know why, but I do that all the time.
Colleen, do you want to why don't you look into the camera and say who it is and
Yeah.
talk some smack?
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't want to
You'll feel better.
Yeah.
No, but she's not here. She's not. You'll win us over. No, you don't want to do it?
Is it Mariah Carey?
All right, we'll move on.
Okay, so the next one, we've already covered the most embarrassing moment and things you never tell your friends. So this is the nickname, right?
The nickname. Sure. Do you have a nickname, Norm?
A nickname?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Do you?
No.
No. Okay. Then we'll go to Jerry.
Jerry, where's Jerry? What's
Hey.
up, Jerry? Pass the microphone over there.
How you doing today?
What's up, man? You from here?
I'm from Browns Mills.
Oh, cool. All right, a nickname.
So it's embarrassing nickname. Is that the category?
Yeah, that's one of the things. What is
And, and remember, the dollar values are doubled. I'm holding cards.
I don't know. What's the nickname? Read it.
Oh, what's your nickname?
Yeah,
You want me to say it?
Sure.
It looks like Jurina Fishhead.
That's right. That's right.
Is that right?
Yes.
And then it says drag name.
Yes. Last year, my bunch of my friends subbed me that name when I went out to Philadelphia in drag.
Yeah.
They said that I looked like a huge fish.
You look like a huge fish?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So my name is Jerry, so they just Jurina Fishhead.
Really? Now, wait a second now. Well, you went in drag? You dressed up as a lady?
Yes, I did.
And went to Philadelphia?
Yes, I did.
And all your friends could think of calling you with Fishhead?
I'd be hanging out with those ignorant friends, too.
I don't know what part of New Jersey you come from, but...
They could probably figure out a little bit worse than Fishhead.
That's right.
I could. Maybe you could come back on tomorrow's show and drag for us.
That'd be great.
Would you?
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we'll do that.
That'd be cool.
All right. We're going to show you a video right now. Of course, the MC Movie Awards are tonight from 9 to 11. If you want to check it out, we're showing you some videos of people performing, one of which is Brandy. Here she is in her latest one. What's that? Oh, Monica is performing? All right. How come they're not both doing this song? This is a duet from Brandy and Monica, which a lot of people think they hate each other, and they don't. They get along very well. That's why they wrote this song. They fight after Mackay Pfeiffer. Here it is, The Boy Is Mine. Hi, how are you? Carson Daly here. Welcome back to the show. Norm MacDonald, we're at MTV Summer Fair in Seaside Heights, New Jersey. We're hanging out. I have this incredible urge as I sit here in New Jersey, right on the coast, looking out into the lovely ocean, to go shrimping.
shrimping?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever been shrimping?
No, what is that? Catching some shrimp?
Yeah, and clamming and stuff.
I don't know how.
Zach, can you do that here? Isn't that like a big crabbing?
Crabbing.
Yeah, it just seems fun. Just going out there and.
How do you catch shrimp? Do you just use little worms?
Is it a net? Yeah. You know, you have to get a license because there's this place I drove by in New Jersey that you can. You have to get like a clamming license or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's what I'm going to do maybe this weekend. You want to come back and
go clamming?
Yeah, go clamming. Hey, we're trying to get Norm when he got here on the show on Monday. He just was so really overdressed for the beach. And we're taking up a little collection if you guys want to see him in his bathing suit. We've got about, I don't know, $30 or so.
Yeah.
It's his skinny, white, hairy ass fund.
Yeah.
Right here. We'll start it right over here. If you want to throw in some coin, you can.
Yeah. I have a lot of hair on my ass. I'm thinking of putting it up in a bun.
Really? You know,
we should get Jerry to maybe wear a nice bikini.
Yeah, sure. You know, putting it up in a bun, right?
Yeah.
That just solves it temporarily. You know that? You'll still have hair on your ass.
Yeah,
Performing tonight at the NCAA Movie Awards is this lady right here, Natalie Imbruglia.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah, she is. And here's Porn. Natalie Imbruglia, check her out tonight, 9 o'clock NCAA Movie Awards, hosted by Samuel L. Jackson. Norm MacDonald's to my left. We're sitting on the porch, and we've now collected a total of $40. $40 even in the Norm MacDonald. We want to see this skinny, white, hairy, sometimes in a bun ass tomorrow on the show. So, thank you, Norm, for hanging out.
Yeah,
once
tomorrow,
again.
man. We're going drinking tonight, right?
We're going drinking tonight.
Yeah.
Norm and I have had one hell of a week. Maybe we'll get in the tank tonight.
What's the tank? Oh, the tank. Sure, yeah.
All right, tomorrow on the show, Dweezil Zappa swings by with Lisa Lowe and more Norm. It'll be Friday fun. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Don't forget Dirty Work, Tuesday 12.